Hello, my name is Tyler. I'm a community actionist with Gibney, and today I'm here to share a neck and shoulder stretch. Our neck and shoulders do a lot for us. Our neck is the connector between our head to our body, and our shoulders support that. So if you've been doing a lot of work on the computer, a lot of times what happens is that we push our chin forward when we're working on the computer, and that can cause a lot of strain and pain on our necks and also cause some headaches. So these stretches are here to combat that movement and give ourselves a little bit of rest and relaxation and rejuvenation in our neck so that our head can feel nice supported from the shoulders. All right, so diving in, I'll invite you to bring your nose down to the floor. We're going to start with a small head circle. Next, I'd invite you to bring your ear to your shoulder, and then bringing our chin up to the ceiling. Imagine your throat yawning forward. We'll continue the circle, bringing our opposite ear to the opposite shoulder. I invite you to close your eyes if that feels good to you as we take that circle again. A reminder that breathing deeply can really help with the stretch. And coming back to our head on top of our neck. Great. We're going to do the same exact thing. We'll just take that circle the opposite way. So whichever way you circled the first time, I invite you to circle in the opposite direction. Always starting with the nose going down to the floor and ear to shoulder, stretching through the opposite side of the neck. Continuing the circle, yawning in those neck muscles through the throat. Breathing deeply. Again, one more time. And finding our head right back on top of our neck when we're finished. Wonderful. Next, I'd invite you to bring your attention toward your shoulders, toward the very, very outside tips of your shoulders. We're going to imagine that there are arrows on the outside tips of our shoulders, and I'll invite you to bring your shoulders forward so that the arrows would be pointing forward. Next, we're going to bring them back as if our shoulders could point backwards. I'm going to bring my hands down a couple times, forward and back, and forward and back. Good. Forward and back, and forward and back. Finding our shoulders right on top of our chest here. We'll reverse that, starting to the back. Shoulders pointing back, and forward, and back, and forward, back, and forward, shoulders back, and forward. Good, I invite you to take a couple swims with the shoulder blades, swimming backwards. Always feels good for the back. It's like a massage for the spine, and then swimming forward as well with the shoulders. Attempting to lift from underneath the arm rather than lifting with our neck muscles. Yeah. Wonderful. Our final stretch here today, I would invite you to take one hand behind your back, as so, and then take the opposite hand on top of your head, kind of touching the tip of your ear if that's helpful for you. From here, I'm just going to feel the weight of my hand rather than pulling down with effort with my hand. I just let the weight of my hand drop my head to the side. From here, I invite you to close your eyes and breathe deeply 3 times. After that, I invite you to lift your hand, turn your nose down toward the floor, keeping your head toward that shoulder. Reattach the hand now to the back of the head, and just let the weight of your hand tip your head forward, stretching out the back of our neck now. Breathing deeply 3 times. Hand releases. I invite you to look up to the ceiling with your nose. Hand reattaches toward our forehead, and gently let that hand fall, affecting our head, stretching the front of our neck, breathing 3 deep breaths at your own pace. Letting go, bringing our head back on top of our shoulders, right in between our shoulders. I invite you to shake it out a little bit, and then we'll take the other side. So opposite hand behind the back, opposite hand right on top of the head, fingertips towards the top of our ears, could be touching or not. And then letting it fall over, just feeling the weight of that hand stretching out here through our neck. 3 deep breaths at your own pace. Lifting the hand, turning the nose down to the floor, reattaching the hands at the back of the head, and just feeling that small pull. 3 deep breaths. Releasing the hand, lifting the nose toward the ceiling, reattaching our hand to the top of our head, almost to our forehead, and just feeling that stretch as the hand falls away. 3 deep breaths. Taking away our hand and bringing our head back up right in between our shoulders. Fantastic. I invite you to give yourself a big thank you for taking some time for yourself today. Very, very important. If any of these stretches worked for you, feel free to repeat them a couple times or share them with someone that you might feel would benefit from this stretch. Take care.